Yes. Hello, everyone. This is Gamer 1745. I'm just checking out, making sure we are actually live on interwebs. All appropriate, all good. Yes. Well, I'm looking forward to playing um, some more Thunder. I hope some friends will be joining. I've entered. I'm not sure exactly if I'm at the expected time or not because I've entered that weird sort of time. Many of the people I play with are in Europe, and we just start daylight savings times today, and they don't for like 2 weeks or something. I don't know why they couldn't freaking coordinate that better. You would think that coordinating something like that would be, you know, a thing they would try to do. I think daylight saving time started in America, but I'm not sure. Correct me if you, and I know there's probably nobody. Well, maybe we have one person here watching. I don't know. But if anybody watches this later, correct me if I'm wrong. I like this little tank, both in reality and in the game. They used these up until the end of the war. I think it was just I think just one Panzer division was sent up to Norway at some point, and was there until the end of the war. You know, they were worried that the Allies would invade. This is before D-Day, and I think there was just one Panzer division up in Norway, and it had a lot of Panzer threes. I'm not saying it only had Panzer threes, but it did have a bunch, and they were a mix of these, whether they were originally built as a Panzer IIIN, as in Nancy, or whether they were built as something else and later upgraded. I'm not sure. And a mix of these and a Panzer IIIMs, the 15mm gun, basic version of this. Because they were still effective, but not the best available, if you know what I mean. Is that one right over there? Enemy tank, that is? Yeah, that's enemy tank. Little shot. Gotcha. Okay. 122 locusts here. Good hitting that small little thing. I see you over there. You probably saw my muzzle blast. And this shows the technological development during World War II very well. The beginning of the war, Germans did not know how to do the Monroe effect in a... oh, he doesn't know I'm here. At least he's busy looking somewhere else. He may know I'm here. That is kind of driver. Good. Boom. Did not know how to make it work in a shell. The Monroe effect. That's an American thing. Monroe was an American. I know. And so the short-barreled, low-velocity L-24 75mm guns, that's what this is equipped with, could not generate a lot of velocity for penetration. It could do some, but not a lot. And so and it was, yes, designed to be able to knock out tanks of its day, to a degree, meaning things like the Char B was a bit heavy, heavily armored for it. Wow, it was a big boom. And the Matilda 3 or 2, no, Matilda 2, yeah, Matilda 2 is 3 in the game because of reasons. And there's somebody, Stewart of some sort. Can't get my turret in fast enough. He's quick. And I missed because he stopped. That got his engine, so it means he's going to really stop. Now he died. Hello. Hit my vehicle, Commander. He killed me. Wow, he killed me. The rest of the crew was still functional. You mean they can function without the commander? And boom. Try that other suite I got early on. Well, let's go with the M. The other one. So I don't specifically know the story, how Germany gets the Monroe effect functioning right for artillery shells, or any sort of shell. It's more than just the Monroe effect, which they probably knew about. But how to make it, not just knew about, but knew how to do or something, but know how to make it work in a shell. I think it was like 42 or 43 when they first start doing that. Now this is a high velocity, relatively so, of .50mm gun. So it's using velocity to penetrate. And because of the size of the turret, etc., you can't put in a larger 75mm gun, just because the breech and whatnot would need to go too far inside to the turret. The shell that you're trying to put in needs to have enough room to handle it, pull it out of its rack, put it into the breech and close, do all that kind of stuff. So it takes a bit of space to do that. And so to get a Panzer III to be able to handle a larger 75mm gun, you need to have a Stug. It had Stugs before, but before the larger 75mm gun was even built. But it was conceptually designed, my understanding, is by von Manstein, not in any sort of technical manner, but in a role, how to make it work, or what they wanted to do, which was infantry support to to blow up fixed positions, whether you want to call them bunkers or fortifications or whatever. And so the concept is you want to get something that you know where it is, because like I say, it's fixed. So you know it's in a location. You move the thing up. It does have they did carry with them range finding and be able to some level of indirect fire, so maybe it could stay undercover a bit. But it was designed, without a turret, so that you could maximize the front armor. So you go in sort of facing your target. Now maybe you can try to approach the target outside of its fire arc, from its flank or something like that. But you're sort of relying upon armor to take the hits from whatever it is that you're approaching and put high explosive rounds on it. I don't think they had any stugs in the Polish campaign, and they had very, very few in the French campaign in 40, but I think they had just a few at that. I know I'm pushing on the objective here, and obviously I know I'm doing it, but that's not really what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to move in on the flank and take out the enemy, but it doesn't look like there's any behind me, which I am sort of worried about. Oh, it looked like it came from up there. Or is it somewhere else? There's something behind me and I mistook for shooting this way. Oh, that. What's behind that? Aha. I see you. I hit you, no damage. Hit you straight on. Wow, I think you're French. I'm not sure. Oh, there's a nice critical hit. Got your gunner. And somebody else blew you up. Hey, folk. I'm driving a Panzer IIIM, the 50 millimeter, the second to last version of the Panzer III. But without a good look at it, you'd mistake it. But yeah, it's it has the Schützen and all. But where is that it? That was one thing. Another thing is shooting it. We were shooting at the thing. I'm just seeing a little bit of this turret there through the tree. Oh, please. It's taking up my engine. Might as well start repairing it. We're gonna put a new transmission in the middle of combat. Ah, gotcha. Hey. Oh, anti-aircraft gun. You might be a little under-armored for being up here. Their spawn point is back, I think, sort of behind that ridge. Doing a half track. Oh, a truck. Soviet gauze truck, it looks like. Like I got the final blow. All right. Well, let's see what battle we get here. Okay, well, from wintry Soviet, sort of test or thing to a autumn or summer or whatever Soviet mining operation. Maybe I should just say Russian, but just abandoned equipment everywhere, trash. I guess they want to leave something for future archaeologists to come, after all of this collapses and gets buried a couple of thousand years from now. Archaeologists will be in digging around and trying to figure out what went on here. Of course, they'll think it's something cultural / ritual, ritual center of some sort. Archaeologists think about everything as ritual. What is it? Well, we're not sure. We think it's ritual. Uh-huh. You don't effing know. The only reason people built big things in the past, I mean, if we identify a little hut or something, then we know it's a house. But um, anything big has got to be cultural / ritual. I'm not saying that right. Um, basically being religious. Why did Germany never go for diesel engines? Not true. Not true, folks. Though mostly true. Well, we'll give that a mostly true. Well, I am not sure why they chose to primarily go with. I see somebody way over there. Get a shot at him. I don't think so. I don't know why they chose gasoline or petrol or whatever you want to call them, engines. I don't know. But the mostly true was with the fighting in North Africa and the stress that they put on it, it was decided that they wanted to use a diesel engine for their new armored scout car. And so that was put into the requirements for it. And that's the Puma. And the other scout cars based on the same. The Puma is the one with the 50 millimeter gun specifically. I know in the game, and now everybody's calling it any 8-wheeled, 8-rad at Puma. But specifically, I've known the Puma to just be the 50 millimeter gun version of it, as opposed to the 20 millimeter gun version. Hello. I'm here. No. You got your critical hit and you're on fire. Whether I should have taken that shot or waited for a better one, I don't know. That's a T-34. Now, by the time they get that into production, oh damn, he got my gun barrel, damn it! Well, this probably isn't going to end well. Reload. Oh, I'm loaded. Can I get repaired? Oh, damn, I missed. I was holding the damn button down. I don't care about the... And boom. Like I said, I know it's going to go well. So, now by the time the Puma and its various other versions come out, they had long since been pushed out of North Africa. So the desire to have, or the stated reason to have it diesel is gone. I just don't. I guess I gotta honestly say I don't know enough about engines or engines at the time. Now it could just be that because I think, and I could be very wrong because God, I don't like specifically know, meaning know the stats on it. But I think most all the vehicles Germany is using are gasoline engines. So it could just be their industry, whether it's the motorcycles, the Kübelwagons, the Blitz trucks. I think those are all. I know, like the motorcycles and the Kübelwagons. I know those are all gasoline engines. And do you want to supply? As you're pushing into France, do you want to supply two fuel types, or do you just want to? And it may be just that simple. The Germans did a supposed that wasn't what was shooting at me, and I probably shouldn't have shot at him, because now he'll turn around and pay attention to me. But he looked fearsome and big and a nice target. Right for the crew compartment. The guy's over here. Hello. Oh well. But supposedly, one of the decision points for all the motorcycles was that driving was not a common skill in Germany. They did have, prior to the war and up and through the war, a huge program to increase motorization in Germany and all that through the NSKK, National Socialist Crafts Part is what that stands for. Basically, they had started out as a subgroup of the SA, but just before Ernst Röhm, gets the chop, hello, that's what killed me, I think. No, that's a T-34. Yeah, T-34. You keep shooting at the anti-aircraft gun. Let me. Oh, damn. Let me take you out. I'm not doing very well. You did even worse. At least I've been hitting you. Okay, critical hit. Took out your turret group. That 2-man turret group. It's gone. Hey. Hey, Eric.
Hello.
And so, and they had schools all around Germany that taught driving, vehicle repair, and all that kind of stuff. It was a big whole nationwide school project to increase, motorization, and this was more train people to drive, train people to how to take care of all kinds of and the schools would have motorcycles, cars, trucks, as not huge numbers of them, and these would be but like examples, 2 or 3 of this, 2 or 3 of that, and I, for my other mod for Hearts of Iron, have some photos of what these schools, and they were purpose-built schools that would have a building, multi-story building with some classrooms, and then garages attached or next door or whatever. And so they were doing that, but there was a huge number of people who knew how to drive motorcycles, and a large number of motorcycles. And even back, I think, well, it was after 36, like it's either 37 or 38. I forget exactly. There's a whole program to rationalizing production in Germany. And this is, sort of all production. So they, one of the things is that, and I forget, I just don't keep all the stuff in my head, who it was and the name of the department. It was headed by a German army officer, but it took it from, I don't know, let's just say 50 different motorcycle types. And I don't mean different models of the same, thing, but engine types, fundamental engine types of motorcycles, not paint color or other minor variations, but main production element down to like 12 or 18 types. And they did also this with cars and trucks, just to get the manufacturers producing less different transmission types, less different engine types. You can still, whether you want to have a refrigerated delivery truck or a flatbed delivery truck, that kind of stuff wasn't being touched. It was just for production rationalization for the expected coming of war, and this is for civilian industry. So it was thought, and generally true, but not so that if they, with generally males, knew how, it was much more common to know how to ride a motorcycle. And it was also cheaper, of course, for people to buy motorcycles, which also I think does play into it, is motorcycle production is a lot cheaper than other productions. And if you are looking at, motorizing elements of your armed forces, and you can't afford to, the main German transportation type is horse Mark 1. Now, mostly not as in riding them, but it looks like a wreck. But as in, wagons, trucks, that kind of thing. Or not trucks, but wagons and carts. That's M10
What are we talking about?
I'm talking to folk about engines and what some of the decision-making process was.
Ah, okay. I plan on joining, so just
Okay,
let me
next
know when
mission.
you're.
Yeah, next
What
mission.
BR are you doing?
Right now we're doing 3-3.
Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Would it be okay if I go USSR, or is that maybe not
I would
viable
prefer
for you?
not USSR or US just because that delays,
Yep.
you know,
Gotcha.
getting in the missions. But if you want
Well,
to do
I'll do.
Japan or something, go
No, I'll do
ahead.
three
But
three. I wanna use the Panzer 3018 Neue Art. The
right, yeah,
38T. I haven't used
yeah,
it too much, and I
yeah,
think it
yeah.
needs some more love.
Sure, sure,
Uh,
sure.
you said 3-3, yeah?
Yes.
Very well indeed. I think I have
Uh,
most of what I want.
and so, Germany was still very horsebound. But if, like, your reconnaissance companies or battalions in your divisions, instead of having them, ride horses to go look for the enemy, have them ride around in motorcycles, that would be a lot cheaper than other things. So I think that all comes into it. You asked why Germany never went for diesel engines, and I sort of corrected them. They did a little bit, but um, I it could be just like I was saying, fuel. Only having to deliver one fuel type when your Panzer divisions are pushing in.
Hmm.
But I don't know. I'm not the car guy.
I had my first spam comment on my video today, so I had to remove.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it was like some sort of pay safe card thing, and I was like, yeah, report and removed.
I haven't gotten, at least that I've noticed, any of those recently.
hmm Are
I
you?
get more on Twitch, bot
Yeah, it
things.
was. I
But
was. It was,
you're breaking up really badly.
it was like a great video.
Something's
Oh,
up with your internet.
let me try and see.
Went robotic. You're good again. But
Oh, okay. Probably because it's because I tabbed out. That's why. Okay, sorry.
okay.
Is it okay now?
Yeah, now you're good.
Yeah. Yeah, I've overclocked my PC for now for the first time. My
Uh-huh.
CPU, is starting to show its age, so I upped it
Right.
by a couple.
Right. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
to see if it's better than just running standard clock. So we'll see.
Right.
And my PC it loads a lot faster and stuff, so it's nice. I'm going in the Panzer 3N right now.
Ah. Okay. Well, I'll join you with that.
Do you want to push on the other side of the river, or do you want to? Oh, this is North Holland map.
Yes.
Wait,
We can't go on the other side of the river. We can go down into the river if we want to.
I have not seen this. This is the Eastern Europe map. No,
No.
wait.
This is North Holland.
Okay, it reminded me of.
Yeah.
It looks like just the format a lot like Eastern Europe.
Well, the buildings all look like Arno's neighborhood.
Yeah, it is. That is true. Oh, there's his house right there.
Yeah. He lives in South Holland. I know. But it's the building types.
I like how you have the one with the skirts and I have one with the cleats.
Yes. I don't think those help. I don't know.
No, I
We've
just want.
tested them in
Yeah,
game as opposed to not having, the Schützen be a little bit of a protection thingy.
yeah. I just like how it looks. That's why I run it.
Yeah.
It looks closer to what they. Oh, sorry. It looks closer
Yeah.
to what the Norwegians had with our Panzer 3Ns or Panzer 3s.
Well, and I'll tell you, the reason you did that, they weren't at war. They weren't at war.
Yeah, we probably would
And
have had the.
because for maintenance, you got to take those things on and off to maintain that track.
That is
And
true. Yeah.
so if you're not shooting, if nobody's shooting at you, because you're at peacetime and you're
Tank on the right
training.
side.
Yep.
Over there.
Yep.
Stuart, going
yeah,
fast.
I'm. There's some. Oh, and I died from. Would have been straight in front of us.
I can't see what it is. It's a tree in the way.
Yeah. So, if you're, it's dead. The thing that killed me was a Panzer IV, probably Italian one. If you're just training with the vehicles and not, trying to rebuild your army for whatever future thing may happen, Schützen and things like that are not. necessary or useful.
Oh, okay. Oh, I just got flanked by a Swedish armored car.
Damn Swedes, right?
Yeah. I'll go into the Noia art. I need to grind it up a little bit, actually. I've not had the opportunity to use this thing as much.
Right. It's a cool vehicle.
My favorite, like, early German tank, or, like, that they use has to be the 38T. The proportions, I just like it a lot. The wheels, they're really nice. I think it's just a nice looking tank.
Yeah,
And
no,
after my
I
3D model of it, really, I got
yeah,
to appreciate it much more. The
yeah,
angles.
I don't see it positively as an aesthetic thing. I mean, it's
Mm,
nothing wrong with you thinking that. I like it because of its sort of little engine could that did, meaning it was
yeah.
upgraded, it was developed
Yeah.
and made to, serve a lot longer than you would think, with ending in
Hmm.
basically the Hetzer. Um,
Yeah. But then
and
you also have the
that's,
Swedes breathing life to it as well,
oh
with the
yes,
better ammunition.
yes, the Swedes also make a version of it. Oh shit!
Oh,
There's a guy behind you. Damn, I
yeah,
didn't
there's a
see
guy
him.
on the point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't
little
see him.
locust.
Let me. Oh, he's
Nice.
somebody else got him. But
That's
yes.
good. That's
Oh,
good.
and now I died to another guy. We're being overrun here.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Well,
no,
let's fight.
I really like the 38T too. It's
Hmm.
just not a.
Yeah, I hope to actually for my channel. I want to see if I can find one of the Norwegian Panzer threes that are still in Norway, because a lot of them got sent because Norway exported a lot of them because we dug them when we didn't need them anymore. We dug them underground. We just dug them. Just I don't know why, but we did. And I really want to see if I can make a video on one in in person. I think that'd be
Yeah,
kind of cool.
no, that'd be cool. That'd be really cool.
Especially kind of like a like a tank chats kind of, but with the Panzer 3N or the
Yeah,
Panzer 3, yeah, N, yeah,
yeah,
with the long
that,
barreled.
yeah, yeah,
I'd find that pretty neat.
yeah. I would too. I would too.
Oh fuck. Yeah, there's a lot of enemies here.
One less aircraft. I'd love it to be drivable.
I
You've
think they're
got
working on one. They're working on one.
so you've got to get your channel big and popular, so that when you show up, they'll actually like whether they let you drive or drive you around in one, for the video. We need
Yeah.
that because if that's going to happen, um, uh, I'm going to get a passport and come over and be your cameraman for that video.
Oh, what is that? Nine. Oh, I got his engine. All right. Yeah. No, I hope. I think I'm looking good at it. I am positive that the channel will be doing good. Next video, I already know what's going to be doing, so I'm probably going to see if I can maybe make
I
2 videos this week, so I can have one in reserve.
All right.
So, and I need
Yeah.
to think about it.
I've yet to watch your Sisu video, but I will be soon, I'm
Yeah,
sure. So
yeah. I haven't advertised it anyway, so anywhere, so it's not really blowing up as much.
I
It's
didn't
going a
even
lot.
look. It did
Yeah,
get into my feed, but I have not
that's good.
watched it yet. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not doing as well as all the other ones, but I'm not gonna let that mean
Well,
that it's a bad video.
no, I I honestly think probably most World War II enthusiasts have no idea what that is,
Yeah.
because I don't know, 5, 10 years ago, and I've been a World War II enthusiast since I was, I don't know, 5 years old. So I didn't even never heard of the term. I've heard of it not just in the last like few months or few, real, it's within the last 10 years I've or whatever I've heard of it. So it's not something I necessarily knew about the term. Knew about the Winter War and all that. So that very well may be something that isn't, people, you know, uh, people aren't looking for it.
Mm-hmm.
So Now it's good
Well,
to make the video so that people get educated on it. I mean, that's
hmm
but it doesn't, compared to
yeah,
doing something that people have a
yeah.
pre-inclined interest on.
Mainstream stuff,
Yeah,
kind of. Yeah,
yeah,
and I know that, and but I wanted to make that video because I think it's pretty cool and it's a really
right,
important thing, and I like the
yeah,
thumbnail.
yeah.
Pretty
No,
good.
thumbnail was
So
good too. I'm liking your thumbnails. Now,
that's
again,
cool.
I want to say I'm not sure if that's good or not because I don't know if I'm
You're the
the best, the target audience for thumbnails, if you know what I mean.
no,
But
yeah,
I'm
yeah, I
loving
get you.
them. I'm loving them.
Yeah, me too, and that's what
Yeah.
matters really.
Yeah.
So
3, 3 aircraft down.
yeah, I
I got
died kind
an,
of early there. We got kind of
yeah,
steamrolled there.
yeah.
So
Okay, yeah. Come on, get around, get. I got a artillery kill.
nice. Man, I'm hyped for the Kongsberg mess.
When is it?
27th of April.
Okay, so it's pretty
Uh,
soon. Yeah,
yeah,
I mean,
next month.
yeah.
Next month also my birthday. Hmm.
Uh-oh.
Goddamn. Yeah.
Got an assist with that guy.
Mein birthday. The day of spawn. It's the day I spawned.
Uh-oh.
Hmm. I also plan on sending an email or taking a bunch of really good, nice, proper lighted photos of some of my more unusual stuff and sending it into the Kongsberg Weapon Historical website, because then they can get it listed up there. They actually have like an archive there, and they
Mhm.
can use the pictures for reference photos and stuff. So I thought that might be a decent, cool way to get into contact with them as well. So
Yeah, it very well could.
they
Um,
They did actually congratulate me on the when I won the Craig Peterson.
right.
And they did actually ask for pictures once it's been cleaned up. So, and I have done that now for a while. I just haven't
Right.
had the
Now,
opportunity to take good
did you
pictures.
let them know that you made the video on it?
I haven't let them know on. I haven't known. No, I haven't. I could do that. I could probably send the video at the same time as I
Well, send the
send
link
them
to
the
the
pictures.
video.
Yeah,
Send the link. That way, maybe they'll promote up the video.
that'd be cool. Yeah.
I don't know. Um,
Mm-hmm.
okay, let's go in.
Yeah, I
So,
like this tier for Germany. It's an
yeah,
interesting tier.
yeah, it's fun.
I had a coworker of mine over today because he wanted to visit my museum and see the stuff I had. So he came over.
Cool, cool. Okay, I'm
Mm,
going with the
I'm
Stug, and I'm going to head towards Sniper Alley with it.
Sniper Alley. Okay, I'll join you in the in my half pack. No,
Right.
not half pack. That little. I don't know what's the nickname for the short barreled this thing that I'm in.
I don't know if we have a nickname for that.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
people
Well,
call them
after I
Pumas,
overclock my
but
PC, yeah,
yeah,
after I overclock my PC now, I'm actually getting 130 FPS on this game, which I haven't had before.
yeah. I mean,
Like I'm actually finally using, yeah.
I haven't overclocked my laptop just because it's a laptop and heat and all that.
Mm.
But I've overclocked my main PC a while
Give me
ago.
some space here.
Okay.
Aw, man. I
Does
hit the
Eric know
kill.
how to drive? No.
No, this ain't a Toyota. I don't know how to drive this. I think I've had this decal on this thing for 3 or 4 years. I haven't changed it. I'm gonna let you,
Yeah.
do the honors and die
Yeah.
first.
Yes.
I know you're the streamer and you shouldn't die first, but I'm gonna use you as armor here.
Okay. What are we looking at down here? Nothing so far.
I'm behind you.
Okay.
I can drop you ammo. Remember that.
No, that ammo I think only works for you.
Oh, what? Oh, that's no, really?
Yeah, only
Are
works
you
for
certain?
you, and not even just other things your type. Oh, got a guy peeking around the corner. Okay, it's a
Heavy.
Chaffee. Yeah,
Nice, good
he's
assist.
dead.
I tracked him for you. One more,
Oh,
one more.
yep. And I'm dead.
I
I
hit
should
him.
have. Yeah, another Chaffee. 24.
Yeah, I can't see him. All the
Oh,
fire
he's way
is.
backed up. He's way backed up around the corner,
Yeah,
but still sort of looking. So I don't
I'm
know if you want to
relaxing.
move.
No, no, no. I'm using your dead body as cover. I
Okay.
hit him once, but he bounced. He's using his friend as body as
Yeah.
cover as well.
Yeah. Okay. No armor and slow, but a hell of a gun. I'm coming with.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm holding this line.
I really, really wish they would recategorize that and those other ones as reconnaissance vehicles, light vehicles.
Yep, but
Because then you could have scouting. That they're a freaking scouting vehicle.
yeah, it's in their name.
Yeah,
Aufklärungspanzer.
yeah. It just happens to be the support version of the scouting, and as opposed to you know.
I have the actual historical reticle on this thing though, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
You should probably get that installed, at least on the, that German red circular site is really cool.
I'm still paranoid about modifications.
Well, it's not it's literally you just change the text file. They allow it.
Yeah, I know. I'm, like I said, paranoid. Not that it's a realistic fear. It's just a paranoid fear and a
Does he not see me?
I don't know.
He doesn't see me. This guy's hiding behind.
Ah, I see the Sherman there.
There you go. I took out his loader.
Oh, damn it! Damn it!
Yeah, I'm gonna get him. I took out his loader.
Well, you get him. He took me out.
I took out his gunner. And he's trying to 50 cal me. I took out his... Oh, okay. He might actually get me here. I need to run here.
Yeah.
Can this guy die, please?
His 50 cal can outdo your armor.
No! Oh, man. The Chaffee that's been waiting there the entire time. There's 5 people going down there now. Be careful.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to move up part of the way and wait for him to come around the corner and
I'm going to go in the Panzer 3. Yeah, I'm going in the Panzer 3N for rapid reloading.
Oh, God. That's the best thing.
Yep. So, we got 2 good tanks coming up here.
So I'm going to come just around this corner and wait for come to that tree-lined route and wait for them to come around. Hopefully I'm beating them there, but I don't know.
You might.
It's just how aggressive are they being?
They're going to probably push into B, though, instead of looking our way.
Yeah, but if I can get there fast enough, I might be able to... Okay, I'm watching here.
Mm-hmm. And I'll push up on the left side of this wall so that.
Okay. Well, what if you would like to? If you go to the left side and push up along it while I'm overwatching you.
That's what. Yeah, I see. One's coming now. One's coming now. Get ready.
Yeah, I see him. I see him. He may have seen me. Okay, he's dead. One of them's dead. I don't know if that was it. No, there's another 50 cal moving. I think it's the Sherman. I can see the 50 cal. Oh, somebody put a bomb. Stop. Okay. The bomb blew up. He's pushing up.
I see it behind him. One guy. Gunner radiator out. He's retreating. It's a Chaffee. I'm gonna trust you for. You're covering me, right?
Yeah, I'm covering you.
Oh, there's one guy that's gonna be peeking me there any moment now. I'm trying to bait right now.
Okay.
They're smoking up hard. I'm an artillery. Yeah, there's a Sherman right around the corner here looking.
Put artillery right around the corner in front of you. I hadn't yet.
Fuck, the Chaffee's still there. God damn it, I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, the Sherman is hugging the wall as well on my side.
Yeah, I'm watching the ones to your left. You know, because there's still that 50 cal alive over there, I think.
They're smoking really well right now. Oh, I hit something.
Just keep firing your
yeah. They're playing games on me. I'm just shooting. He might be peeking me now.
We'll peek.
Just hold that. Yeah, he is. He knows I'm here.
He's still there.
Where did I get shot from? I just got shot. Okay, one coming on your right side right now on the wall on the.
Right I see
side.
him. I missed.
That's not good.
I missed.
He's dead.
He's dead.
Hello, Toyjet.
Hey, Toyjet.
Nice.
It's been a little while.
Watch out, the left side. There will be a Sherman.
Yeah, I'm watching that back there.
I'll try and get the point. Okay.
Yeah, you go to the point. They've smoked up. There's another one that's firing sort of more towards your dead body than me. He doesn't know where I am. Oh, I should be repairing my transmission.
Push me, Lark. Heading in.
Drop artillery on the point as you're going.
I don't have. don't have it. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's knocking down trees with his 50. He's looking for, and he's not around the corner, but he's paying attention this direction.
It's that Sherman. The second I go around the corner here, I am gonna die.
Okay, well,
That boy is probably gonna be looking out peeled. If I'm fast enough, maybe.
moving up.
I can hear him. All right, I'm gonna be
Okay,
fast here.
I
Wish me
got.
luck.
Okay, he just fired. He just fired at the M24. Just fired at me. He smoked up my side. So you've got something of a.
Yeah, I'm busy right now.
Okay. Okay, I'm out of fire range.
I got a Sherman on me. Loading armor piercing.
I'm putting artillery on the M24.
Fuck, he got me. There's a Sherman. Square
Alright.
body.
Yeah, I'm getting airplaned and artillery.
Yeah,
The artillery
not
just
good.
missed.
I'm going in the half pack.
Oh well,
Oh, we lost.
we got best SWAT, just the two of us.
Yeah. Well, did you expect otherwise?
Well,
Well, we are Team G after all. Toyja,
Yes.
you're joining?
Oh, what? Huh?
Are you joining us for 3.3 Germany?
3.3?
Yes, it's great fun. It's a
Damn,
hoot.
that's a-
It's a real hoot.
Oh. Now that's a
Prop-
BR I haven't heard in a long, long time.
Mm-hmm. So what say you?
Sure, some 3.3. We got any funnies at 3.3?
Yeah. You have the Noya Art 38. So that's 2.3. Well, you could always most of my lineup is premium, but you have the
Yeah.
Panzer 3L and M.
yeah.
You got the Funky Wonky Ostwind. You got the that weird half track AA. You have the Panzer 3. I don't have I don't have the Panzer 3J researched, by the way. I don't know how I skipped that.
It was probably one of the
Might have-
skippable ones, but yeah.
Yeah. They've been doing they've actually removed a couple French tanks now from the tree, from the starter tree, or like some of the starter vehicles
Right.
for France. And I have them now, but no one else, like, it's been removed from the
I
tree.
think I got them too. I
Nice.
think I got a lot of the early ones.
Who was at 3.7 now? Oh.
By the way,
Look how they mapped it out, my
Riku recommended me watch Kentucky Fried Movie, by the way, gamer.
Yeah, it's been forever. It's a sort of crazy movie from the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
Or was it late 70s? I don't know. I think it's 70s.
Yeah, late 70s. Yeah, late 70s.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I kind of want to do a movie. I want to do a movie night on that, maybe. That'd be funny. Riku said he'd join if we do it.
Okay, you guys can do it. I don't know. If I'm around, I'll jump in, but I don't know that I'm going to schedule to be there for that.
Yep.
Let's see, Toyjet, just this low. Okay, dokie.
Damn, I really should have invested into Kongsberg Toy, because they've had a massive uptick in stock.
They have.
I really should have bought Kongsberg
Oh.
stock when I should have had the chance.
But you haven't had any money to buy any stock.
No, I haven't really. So, but if I had the money,
Basically, all I'm sure you could prove me wrong, but basically all defense industries are up.
what?
No, all defense industry stocks are up.
Oh,
You
rip. The Prince Frederick of Luxembourg has passed away at 22 years of age.
Sag.
Let me guess. Drugs.
I don't know. I haven't
Yeah.
read too much.
I'm just okay.
Sweden, vad fan.
Okay.
I'm gonna go where I'm gonna push. Let's go to the left side, I guess. Industrial area, kinda.
Yeah. Flank around.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go where the poppies grow.
Ah, yes, toy.
Vroom vroom. Eric.
I love how everyone's.
I've been injured, I've been hurt, I have been assaulted.
Indeed.
Sounds like a normal day. Hello, Chinchilla friend 21. How you doing? Room for one more?
Chinchillas?
Yes, we actually do have room for one more. We're playing
Chinchillas are great. Yes.
We're playing at 3-3. If you can match that, we can get you in the next.
So, how quickly do you think it'll take before I get run over by some quick little Italian boy?
Now.
I'm on the lookout for like a
Okay, cool.
Cilera Sahariano or something, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, those are
But-
nice. I remember when I used that thing.
It's a brilliantly good tank.
No
Great
armor,
gun,
but
great speed. No, if at a bit of distance and angled, it's got great armor.
yeah. Remember when we did that together? We got like. Remember that kill spree we had when we did it?
Yeah,
It
Yeah,
was
no,
in the Team
that
G
is-
Greatest
that
Hits.
is-
You guys make sure to check out Team G Greatest Hit Volume 1 on Gamer's channel.
Yes.
that's a tank that actually. Oh my, Jeffy!
Mhm.
Okay. The Eric and I are sort of circuitously circling around the map instead of driving
Yep.
straight into them.
Hello?
Hey.
Hello.
Are
How you
you
doing?
Chinchilla?
Yes, I am.
Okay, good.
Welcome. Welcome.
You all having your own little joke fun.
Yes. Okay, now we're moving up here.
I
So-
didn't. You're a little bit low on the mic side, if that's just me or not.
I'll see if I can
mean-
fix it.
No, I
for
can
me,
just
it's for
pull
me,
up
it's
your
good.
audio.
For me, it's
Yeah,
good.
let me pull it. I'll just have to pull up your audio. No worries. No worries. You're at 200 down, so you should be fine.
Okay, I'm putting artillery on toy jets enemy killer.
You guys need help grinding?
We're not really.
My
I'm at the
enemy
point
now.
in my life where I'm not really grinding the game. I'm just
Yeah.
playing.
Yeah, we're just playing. Oh, there he
I
is.
don't-
He's gonna kill me. Okay, he's right around the corner.
My favorite
Yep.
BR when I was grinding was 4.7.
That's a good BR, yeah. What nation though? Germany or?
Germany. Always.
Yeah, okay. Ah, dude, I'm a French and Japan main technically.
Bro, you know the body pillows that came out, but for a limited time, if you get rank 3 Japan?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh,
but-
there were two ARLs just scooting along back here.
Yeah, you'd have to put in the code to activate the thing.
Oh,
Guy.
I might have
Yeah.
outsmarted the Chaffee
Yeah.
here.
Your towns are very confusing to figure out how to drive around them.
Oh, I got his gunner.
Well, now you got time to kill him, unless he's gonna kill you with his 50 cal.
Nope.
Well,
But he's
That was
about to get his
actually
gunner
fun.
back. Oh, he missed.
Gamer,
Yeah.
I'm watching your stream right now, and you're doing pretty good so far.
Thank you. Thank you. I guess say right now I'm actually more map driving than anything else because I'm trying to figure
Yeah, I'm
my
about
way
to
out.
die. He's still on me here.
Well, kill him.
I
Come
bet
on,
you
Eric.
there's a
I can't.
enemy
I can't. All
on
my crew's out.
F3. And between F3 and F4, probably an enemy there.
Yeah.
Keep an eye out.
He has low crew though. I took out 2 of his crew members.
Got an enemy vehicle over it. No, that's a bush and a car.
Well, let's go in something fast.
junior or senior?
Ah. Yes. I prefer the sort of the way, at least the way we refer to old Romans is the younger or elder. You know, like Pliny the Elder, Bush the Elder, Bush the Younger.
By the way, Toyjet, I
Not
watched.
that senior or junior is wrong. It's just, like I said,
Me and my mom, we watched the original Flåklypa the other day.
Yes. Well,
It's a good
original
movie.
and original, the first, you know, yeah.
Yes.
Have you guys seen Shazam?
Yeah,
That one's a pretty good one. And Black Adam.
I haven't seen Black Adam. I've heard mixed reviews about Black Adam, so I don't know. Okay, gamer, I'm on your tail.
yeah, I'm looking for your killer out here.
He's somewhere.
Yeah, I'm hoping you've hurt him enough that
Well,
I'll have a
he's
chance.
I've scared him
Search
at
me.
least.
it
I'm
looks
pushing
like
up a little bit.
my body up there or somebody's.
Sir Toy Jet.
Yeah.
You winning?
That's debatable.
I think I hear him. I'm gonna drive. I'm doubling around. Yeah, there he is.
So,
I got him. He's in my sights.
gents, we have some ARLs out here that are locking down all crossings.
Okay,
Do you
well,
want me to?
well,
All right, I'll
think
work
I
on
did pretty good
flanking.
on this face.
Yeah, flank would be greatly appreciated.
I'm working on
I'm
it.
I'm
Okay,
putting
that's
artillery
that's
on one of their
down.
location. I think on the one that
Nice.
just died, but
Oh, it sounds like an airstrike, but it's not on me.
Let's see what happens here then. Yeah.
Okay, they're down. They're down.
They put a. Oh,
Yeah,
I
there's
forgot.
one ARL.
The guy put this on these.
I'm trying to push here. I can't really see that much.
I'm pushing down the parallel road. Somewhat parallel road.
Oh, I might be in a bit of
You gotta
a-
go touch that point.
No, I hear. Fuck! I'm getting flanked by all sides. Fuck! Push! 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 Push!
Oh, there's something crossed in front of me, heading towards Eric.
I'm gonna touch the point. Okay.
Well, you just shot at something. Is it me in the miss?
I'm
I think so.
touching
Okay,
the
he's
point.
dead. There's an archer. Oh,
Oh.
that was close in. That was close
You guys
in.
doing
Going
pretty
back- yeah,
Here we
I
go.
found the
Got a
Sherman
Sher-
here.
you got- he's
I'm-
right.
I'm-
Well, there's a Sherman right in front of
Pull
me.
back.
Well, I can't. Not you. Oh, yeah, kill. Okay, good. Reloading. Reloading. Slowly. Reloading. He's
Yeah,
dead.
you're doing 3-3.
Good. 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 Now let's get to the point, gamer.
Yeah. I'm coming around. I'm just flanking this side.
Something in front.
Yeah.
A lot in direct front.
Yeah, you're the 3 again.
That's one down.
Good. Oh, something else is shooting at you. Let me
Yeah,
move
it's a
up
spawn. It's a spawn.
here. Yeah.
Don't be careful when you peek out there, gamer. You want to have a ability to retreat quite quickly.
Okay. I yellowed a tire on a truck with a 75mm round. Mm-hmm. That sounds
Uh-huh.
realistic. Oh, shit.
I got a good angle here.
Oh, well. He's trying for me around.
I never knew a
There's a
Marauder
Sherman.
400 was-
Sherman's dead. The other guy fired in
Fuck.
the spot that I already have no crew. Oh,
There's a M10 coming from my
Oh.
location.
I don't know what. Oh, I got a road wheel out.
I'll try and get him if
Okay.
he peeks.
He got me, but I hit him as well.
I'll try and get the A point, but
Throw me!
Oh, I got shot from behind. That's what killed me. Okay.
yeah, they probably went from the A point to the B point
Um,
again. I'm in my little Panzer II with 2 centimeter.
All right. Oh, God. Have I told
I
you
don't
that all of these 8 rads should be scout vehicles?
Yes, we've heard this before.
Yes, but Gamer gets in ruts and keeps complaining about things.
Aprakis. I don't see anything on the point, on our own point, by the way.
I'm
gonna try and
trying to catch
recapture
up. Catch up to be here.
Yep, I'm recapping, okay, boys?
Go on, do it. Peek.
Oh, I should have gone that way.
Wait.
We'll go this way.
Well, there's no one on the B. Yeah, Toy Jet's just.
Well, I'm trying to get to Toy Jet.
Yeah,
So that's why I picked the 8 rad.
No!
that M10. He got you good.
Oh, hang on, he's backing up. I've called Artie on where he's backing up to.
We're good.
Do we have enemy air up? Does anyone know?
I have no idea. We have friendly air.
I'm gonna say it's
BF-109.
fine then. And
We got
Get the
BF-109
fucking-
and a FOC. And a
Oh, your
oh,
artillery got him. Your artillery got him, Toy Jet.
Nice.
oh,
The enemy is on B. I'm gonna
Yeah.
artillery B.
yeah.
I'm not using my normal keyboard, so everything is so mushy on this cheap ass
Although,
keyboard.
what just happened to our friendly air? Did he?
He might have
Damn.
J'd out.
Ah, damn.
Oh.
Okay,
Oh.
damn. 2 low
A
hits.
Sark.
Damn. Yeah,
Damned.
I was low. Shot too
I'm
low.
moving out. I'm gonna move out.
Okay. Well,
Got the point back. First person is 60, and it looks like they're leading by 1 only. That's pretty good. So I'm gonna head for a long right flank here.
Found some AA.
Oh, indeed you did.
Yeah, I did.
How does it feel?
Unpleasant.
Mm-hmm.
Any other silly questions? Silly question, man.
How is your life?
In shambles.
Uh,
But it's looking up.
good.
that's good.
Yes, it's very nice.
Have you held your daily dose of fish? Holy toshken.
No, I have not. I have not held the cod. I have not. I'm a
doing a little bit
failure, I
of-
know, but what can I say? I am a filthy, filthy half-blood.
I'm doing a little bit of flanking right now. I think I hear a
Right now
tank.
we're doing officers call repositioning.
Oh, that's no, those are friendlies.
So for artillery, yes. I'm artillery B. So it looks like there's an enemy there. Can I recap?
Uh-huh.
Moving for the flank.
Yeah, I think is that a Sherman sitting on B? Mayhaps.
I can see here. There's the weird meat grinder French thing.
Oh, that's the guy that got me. Get him.
And I got an
Kill.
armored car.
Main.
Italian
Jeez.
armored car.
Okay.
Oh, you-
Getting hits on B. Critical with
Yeah,
artillery.
it's an armored car. I got him.
Okay, you got him. Good.
There's something in the center area here. I don't wanna know what it is. Whoopa. There's some sort of meat grinder tank somewhere, just so you know.
Oh yeah, it's coming on your left there. It's coming
Oh, yeah.
from the middle.
I'm pulling back. He sees me. Yep, we oh, I think we got him. Oh, you got him, Toy. Crack shot. Something on my hard right.
Yeah, I don't think you should go there.
I'm gonna oh, there he is, right there. There's a Stuart. Oh, he got me. I thought he just shot. Oh well.
Well,
it's-
it is a 37. He's got a pretty short reload.
Yeah, that's true. I'm
Lilo?
gonna go in the half pack then now. It looks like we might be stabilizing the fight here a little bit soon.
Saw a vehicle coming up. Oh, got alive.
Is that a
Yeah. Oh,
T49 or something?
Oh, let's see if I can get it. Let's see if I can get this.
108. Okay.
Got him.
That's good. That's a good kill. We've equaled out in the battle here. Now just don't die. Don't
Touch
die,
the
Toy.
point.
Yeah,
Nice.
there's a meat grinder firing up at me. It is them.
I'll move off the point
Is it though?
so I don't stay here forever and
There's a couple of them.
attack.
A wee proper twat in it.
Rub.
Guys, only 11 more kills to go, guys. Come on. We're doing it.
Oh shit. Oh. You in front of me? No, you're behind me. Damn, I was hoping good. Oh well. This ain't gonna go well. Oh,
Ah, Toyjet got crusadered.
What?
no, I think I did.
Oh,
I
didn't.
did. I did.
Oh. Sorry, I'm just used to Toyjet dying all the time.
Well, you know.
That was a joke. That was a joke.
Ah! I think it's time for me to return to the airfield.
Good.
Preferably before my engine gives out, you know. But that's just. Never mind. The engine.
Just
has
flap
given
your
out.
arms. Just flap your arms.
Greetings.
Hey, Fritz.
Hello.
I think the butcher bird's a bit too heavy for my feeble arms. Actually, the butcher bird is a bit too heavy for itself. Goodbye, Moon Man.
I have sightline into the B point.
Okay.
If anyone tries to move it onto the point, I think I should have him.
Well, it depends on
some
where
guy
he
just-
is. Because there's...
Someone's...
not exactly sure your sight line, but there are sort of positions
I
that
see
might be able
something.
to approach.
What battle rating do you play?
Right now it's
3.3.
3-3.
Oh, that's what I was hearing. Oh, there's another meat grinder aircraft or thing here.
There's a lot of them.
Putting a little ammo box here. Might as
Yeah.
well use that feature.
Well, the ammo, yeah, you get to use the ammo box. When you place a new one, the old one goes away. So it's not like a permanent.
Like right
feature.
there.
Yep.
Oh, I
Sight
hit
on
him. It's a
him.
KV
Is there a guy
of some
over
sort.
here? I thought there was a guy over here. Oh, there is. Okay, he's dead now.
Got a hit on him, but I think he's dead. Okay, good. We are 4 kills up. Direct hit on me, boys. I don't know what that was.
Artillery A.
I might be dying here, boys. I don't know where that was from. I can't see him. Oh, he's right there. M10 on point.
Okay, well, he's gonna get my artillery.
He's right out in the smack open. There's actually 2 tanks there, I just realized. One's huddled behind one of the dead bodies on the right side of the point.
Oh, okay, pushing up.
So be careful. We're doing good, guys.
Friendly. It's a Stuka. Give it 50-50 odds he dive bombs himself.
He has survived
Yes.
1 dive.
Okay.
Did he drop though?
And back to
I don't
turret.
know.
Yeah, we're just okay. Somebody got the M10.
I feel like the Stukas, like, they're like the anatomy of a Stuka player is like, he lives for one purpose and it's for 1 dive bomb, then he dies. It's kind of like those, like, the bees or whatever, where they just, that's their one purpose and then they just die.
Yes, of course, it's the cannon Stukas. Cannon Stukas are great so long as there are no enemy aircraft up.
Uh-huh. They can dominate.
They can. As long as you take into account the fact that you have all
Hello,
the
Fritz.
aerodynamic properties
Yes?
of a bumblebee.
A bumblebee?
A bumblebee.
My favorite Transformer.
Right,
Actually,
listen
no.
up.
Actually, no.
Jetfire. No,
No, no, no,
like,
no, no, no.
like,
Jazz. No, 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 Jazz.
no, like,
Taken
listen
too
up.
soon. Taken too soon.
no,
Jazz.
right, okay, no, that's just Mr. fucking Boom Boom Man. That's not. If you go into the old, the
Gamer,
old
there's gonna be someone coming from your left.
animated series, Jazz is all over, right? Nah, Jetfire.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I like the guy who's like, Planet
You can
Dirt.
see the future.
Jetfire.
Oh, is that Jetfire? Never mind. Then I agree. Jetfire. Yes.
That is- That is Jetfire in the Michael Bay movies.
Soundwave.
Okay.
Soundwave was glorious.
Oh,
Okay,
sound.
got a
Both
Sherman here.
Soundwave and Shockwave are cool.
Who just took out my transmission. I was planning on back.
I
Oh no,
called it.
we got something else. Let me back up. Get out of his line of fire. I can't
That
penetrate him
Stuka's
at
still
this
alive.
range.
Oh my god. He
Yeah.
is.
Aim
I think
for
he just dropped
the
the
turret
bomb.
and like the gunner.
Maybe, yeah.
Astounding.
But still, at this
Oh.
range with this gun, it's not good.
Wait, what? At 105. I guess he 50 called him.
Yeah. Look, gamer, you could just pull back.
I did. I pulled back.
Got 1 kill.
Waiting for him to get close. There's artillery coming in position. Okay.
I don't know what that guy was doing, but he was doing something.
I fear no large caliber shell.
Yeah. I'm sure.
I'm gonna use this dirt as my
See,
armor.
not even near.
Okay, we're gonna
Good job.
get Grim in next mission here.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if Fritz wants to join, he can take my slot.
I'd love to.
Okay, yeah. Well, I can swatch out and take a little break and stay in chat, and you can join.
Oh my, you want to swatch?
There you go.
Okay. All right, let's go back to Hangar. Okay.
Thank you, Gaijin. My premium account expired long time ago.
Yeah, years ago. I don't think. I
Okay.
think
I'm going to invite. There is Fritz and Grim. What is your War Thunder name? Grim. Hello.
Grim,
Maybe we-
you there?
Maybe we bring Eric back in.
Well, maybe Grim is just. You might just be getting a soda or something. So let's be a little bit patient.
Reduced to atoms.
Hello,
Patience.
Grim. Grim. Grim.
Is it possible to learn this power?
Grim.
Grimur?
In the grim darkness of the far future,
I actually
Yes.
just forgot.
There is only war.
there is
I
only
forgot-
war.
I have jazz playing in my living room for some reason. Why not? You know.
You're not even in your living room.
I'm sure you're. I don't know what to say. Termites, mice, whatever, appreciate the music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got spiders.
Spiders. Okay, the spiders
Wow.
appreciate your music. Okay.
And they just
Yeah.
They
bite
have the
you from
vibe in
afar.
their nets, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
They're vibrating good.
Grim. Well,
Grim, you there?
Spiders.
But
I-
whilst you're figuring out the communications issues, I'll just run out with the trash.
Okay.
Don't hesitate
We-
to press play if I'm not back.
Right. Okay.
We'll wait a little bit.
So how do spiders know how to make the web pattern?
It's in their blood, I guess.
Well, is there such
Or
a thing as genetic memory? How do they?
Mm.
Because it isn't just like I can see
But-
beavers who build dams. Baby beavers
Are
sort
they-
of seeing adult beavers, building dams, and they have an instinct, but to dam, but they also see it. So I could
Well, aren't they-
theoretically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think all the webs are mostly just maths and logic. A
Well,
lot of
well,
it.
no, but to get that sort of that sort of circular kind of pattern that is also square, how to hook that engineering element of the web, if you know what I mean. And
It's probably encoded.
right, well, see, this is the question: genetic memory. How do fish that live, or certain types of fish that live in and around the barrier reef, know not to attack something that is striped black, white, black, white, black, white, because there's one snake in there that, underwater snake that has that pattern. And then divers who paint their wetsuits that same pattern, just add white to it.
How do they know? How do they know to go up the river at a certain point in time?
Well, now the river thing for the salmon could be that's where they respond. So they sort of have a smell memory as they travel, as they get bigger, travel down it and come back up it. Just like smell or something like that. Could be. I'm just trying to play devil's advocate to my own question here. But so like sharks and other things in the barrier reef, if they, if divers paint that pattern on their wetsuits. Grim, are you there? Oh, Dino's
Grim.
here. Dino's
Hello.
here.
Okay.
I think
Grim.
we'll get Dino
Well,
in.
Yeah, get Dino in.
If Dino gets ready, if Grim isn't here yet. But
3.3, Dino.
Yeah, 3.3. But if you're in I think, if I remember correctly, it's been more than 20 years since I saw the documentary. If you paint that pattern of black and white on your wetsuits in like the Atlantic, the sharks will still bite you. It only works in the region of the Great Barrier Reef where these sea snakes exist. That pattern is like danger sign. Don't, because it's like poisonous. Not just that it bites you, but it's like poisonous to try to consume it. So, I have to wonder about genetic memory with that. I mean, we can say, of course, but how does that work? How does that imprint? It's something I think our science hasn't really been able to touch yet. So it's
Well,
all
it's the same with some bugs and so on. How do they know? Like these bugs that clean the ground and make this ball.
right. Yes, yes.
You cannot. They
The
don't
the,
teach
the
that to each other. It's
yeah,
just
the
in the.
dung beetle. The dung beetle. Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Or
Yeah.
the I don't know what is it called. He graves he digs a big hole, and he sits in the bottom, like this trap bug. I don't know. And everything that falls into this sandy hole, he just kills it
Okay.
at
I
the
don't know
Ant
about that
lion.
one. Now, of course, I know about like the
Ant
trapdoor
lion.
spider. You know,
Ant lion.
antlion.
Yes.
So
Okay.
he's talking about the
Antlion,
ant
yeah,
lion.
Ameisenlöwe. Yeah.
Yeah. And so, but that is something I don't think our science has really been able to, quantify, identify, how that is, that part of instinct,
Yeah,
if you
if
will.
they could, man, just imagine you give your baby an infusion and it has it has the knowledge of a university professor at age 6 or something.
Well, it just, into the genetic code, what part of the DNA would have the memory information?
Yeah. I mean, if the Space Marines can figure that out, we can too, right?
Well, but the Space
humans.
Marines are in the future. They're not here yet.
Yeah, yeah.
There's Dino.
But
Okay,
the
well,
warp
good.
is tricky. Maybe some of them, their battle cruiser ends up here,
Well, maybe.
Right.
I hope it's Call.
We'll need to see 3.3.
Call is still a
Where is
human.
3.3.
Well, part of him at least.
That's not 3.3. That's also
Yeah, I
not
mean, in his
3.3.
mind,
Yeah.
he values humanity, at least, and not for fuel. I just hope if sometimes drop pods fall down, they don't have any spikes.
All right, 3.3.
I mean, I'm ready.
Yes, we're waiting for Dino.
I'm-
Dino's
yeah,
doing his
I ju-
lineup.
Yeah, I only just got into it, so I still need to.
Yeah, I just had to adjust my
choose.
3.7 lineup a little bit, so. It's the Panzer 4G now, and the Stuck 3F, and the Panzer 4F2.
Yep.
The
Very good tanks.
Stug 3 F is arguably one of my all-time favorites from War Thunder. I
Yeah, it is.
played the shit
It
out of
is.
this thing way back in like
All right, I'm ready.
fucking 2016.
Yeah, and the 4F2.
4F2 is a classic.
Yes.
Single point, Poland, the mountain.
Oh, ew! What is this?
This is actually a good time to go into the Stug 3. Yeah.
Actually,
It is.
yes.
And I
Because the
didn't-
enemies to the front, it's low profile, good armor.
and it's kind of fast.
Yeah. Well, it ain't slow, that's for sure.
Duke life.
Hmm?
Push me forward, brother.
Sturmgeschütz 3F im Vormarsch.
Ausgezeichnet, Kamerad. Jetzt nicht die Ketten schmeißen.
Genau. Sehr schön. That doesn't work.
Ja da, gutter. Da er vi på vei til østfronten. Lurer på hva som skjer med det der bolsjevikene borti der, ass. Bang.
Goal.
This one should work.
Bang.
Sehr schön. Auf diese Art und Weise gilt es uns nun, Fortfahren.
It's just like being on an airplane. I can't understand a word he's saying. He swallowed the microphone.
Like at the train station or something.
Vorwärts geordnet, gegen die bolschewistischen Orden werden wir jetzt antreten.
Cool.
Yeah, that's... It's silly.
Nobody ever expects the flanking Stug squadron.
This ain't a flank. We're going straight at the enemy right here. Come on.
Well, you are.
Well, you
The
guys
rest
are
of us are
you
broken off.
guys are barely on on my side. Flank, it would be head way south like that one vehicle. That's the flank.
And as such, the enemy will never expect us.
They tracked him. Good. Cover the bushes so I can now aim properly. And he got my transmission and gunner. Somebody just hit him hard,
I got shot from the side.
and I died. Somebody got him.
No.
Okay.
I live, bitches.
He lived!
Ow, I'm dead.
He died! He died.
And that was the end. Yeah, no. It's
Yes. Well, what was it again? Oh, yes. Did you die? Sadly, yes. But I lived!
Oh,
That's a
fuck,
good
fuck,
one.
Fuck,
That is
fuck.
that
I
one has
died.
stuck
Oh
with
my
me
God.
since childhood, man.
Yeah, do you know where it's from?
Ice Age, is it 3?
Yes. Yes, it's the one with the dinosaurs.
I don't remember
died,
if that's 2
but then
or
I
3.
lived.
Yeah.
What are you
It's,
doing?
It's not just, it's like,
Did you not?
sadly, yes.
I died.
But I lived!
That's such a good. It's so good.
I'm actually trying for the flank this time in this low thing, but with a good gun.
You're gonna get shagged by 50 cals, you realize that, gamer.
Um,
There is a conga line of Shermans on that hill.
And
long
that's
range. I
small.
might have a chance.
Do you want me to move Grim to a different channel right now, or is he
Sure.
here? Hello, Grim.
Yeah, move him if you would.
I think he's having dinner.
Yeah, I just moved him to the allies chat. He'll come
Okay.
back if he's ready.
Yeah. Thank you, Eric.
I am speed.
No problemo.
I jet to the front.
Buckblad. 8,000.
Toy
Why
dead.
is that thing so expensive? Jesus Christ. Huh.
3,000. What do you want to buy?
No, I was just looking at. I'm looking at the Swedish military market right now, and someone's selling a Krag police troops bayonet for 8,000 crowns, which is that's ridiculous money. No one's buying that.
Highway Wobbawee.
Yep.
Scout the enemy toy jet.
To my right.
I'm working on it.
Okay. I see them guys.
Ooh,
I-
oh, that's a cool helmet. I've always wanted. I want to get a finished helmet in my collection, and someone's selling here a German M18. You know, the World War One helmet that's been reissued to the Finnish.
Oh, come on.
Oh, that looks
Bingo's
sick.
dead.
The M18. The M18 is actually really interesting. If it is really an M18, then it should have these, like, I don't want to call them like holes for the ears, but they had like a kind of like cut out almost for around where the ears are.
Well, yeah, it sort of flares up around them.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
It's probably my favorite looking version of the German helmets.
Right.
It was mainly used. It was used after World War One. I'm not sure where it was used there. I think it was just pretty much just distributed normally. But afterwards, it was usually used, if I remember, for either for officers and specifically for cavalry troops.
Are you talking about the one with the ear cut out?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
those
that-
are
that
rare. Ooh, those are rare.
Yeah, I have a like a book from like the late 20s, early 30s, I believe. Still definitely Weimar Republic era. It's like one of those books where you buy like cigarettes or like shoe wax stuff,
What the
and
fuck?
you
From
can
where?
like And there are pretty much what are almost amounts to like trading cards on them.
Right. I know that they used to do
And,
cigarette cards.
yes,
my
yes,
God.
and there are also some for like shoe wax,
Okay.
but at least in Germany.
Right.
Panzer IV killed me. What the fuck?
Italian.
And I have one of
Traitors.
those.
Or Finnish.
I have multiple of
Or
those. My
Finnish.
grandfather
Yeah,
had
it's
a lot of
Finnish. Let me know.
had lots
Both
of them.
traitors.
He had two, three actually, about flags,
Mm-hmm.
like historical flags, and then two for flags of the world. One for Europe and the other for the rest. But the most interesting is the one that he has that he didn't have, but one that I bought on a flea market. That is one about the interwar German army, about the Reichswehr.
Ah, I'm sure it's interesting.
Called it's also called Our Reichswehr, Our
Yeah.
Reichswehr.
Yeah.
Unsere
What?
Reichswehr.
I'm going to butcher this, I'm sure, but unswear, right? Swear? Is that?
Yes,
Unswear?
it means
yes.
our
Yes,
our
yes,
imperial defense
yes.
force, pretty much.
Yeah.
Unsere Reichswehr.
Unsere Reichswehr. Okay, I got to learn these Germans better.
Yeah, that was,
Fritz has watched a bunch of my older videos, me mispronouncing all the German. And I see you. I see you.
But yeah, that whole thing is really interesting because it has lots of nice pictures. Pictures, and also a lot of what is written there is also interesting. But one of those is that there are multiple soldiers depicted wearing that M18 steel helmet.
All right.
One is is in a parade formation.
Uh-huh.
I can just quickly, actually, look at it. Yeah, it's in a parade formation, and it's an officer
Uh-huh.
specifically who is wearing such a helmet. Everyone else is wearing a normal helmet, but the officer is wearing a M18. It's also interesting that this parade formation, including like the parade step, one of them is carrying what looks to be like a German machine gun. That's just kind of interesting. But the other interesting thing is that there is another picture, this one showing exclusively cavalrysts, and almost every single cavalrist is wearing an M18.
Okay, yes.
With
I've
the
definitely
with the
seen
CF
cavalry
flag.
with
the CF
M18s.
flag.
Yeah.
There's only a single cavalrist depicted who is not wearing one. Every single other picture depicting cavalrysts shows them wearing M18s. And there is one that shows a MG crew wearing them, but that's a bit more random.
Yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, the whole thing is also somewhat interesting in that it shows the Weimar exclusive practice of the soldiers wearing decals of the state they're from on their
right.
helmets. Like
Right.
in the Wehrmacht, they had the national colors and national emblems. So the eagle with the swastika and the black,
tricolor.
white, and red.
Yeah.
Yes, the tricolor. With the SS didn't have the tricolor; they had the swastika instead.
Yeah, I have two different German World War II helmets, but they're both single decal. You know,
Yeah,
just the Ingle with the swastika, not the national colors.
Yeah, the national colors are very rare because those were only used, I believe, during the Poland campaign.
No.
Yeah,
Also Norway as well.
Well, they were used definitely used for the invasion of France. That was still standard. I don't remember the exact.
Yeah, it's quite possible that I thought, but I know that afterwards they switched. They removed the more colorful one. With the red, because that was not good for camouflage, but they kept the eagle well into the war against the Soviet Union.
It's like I forget. I used to know it was like 42 or 43. They dumped the eagle. And
I actually met a guy. Yeah. Had a double decal.
yeah, what a lot of times that they would do, especially East Front uniform helmets. Okay, we're Toy Jet. Are you ready? Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. What they would do is it'd be multi layers of paint because you would have your sort of standard color and then white, and then go back. As the years go on, add white every winter. So they would cover up the decals. And so, yeah, it's double decals are 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 rare and very collectible here.
Yes, but again, back to the Reichswehr. In the Reichswehr, they didn't have though. First of all, they were usually not even decals, but rather directly painted on
Okay,
by hand,
right.
and they also looked slightly different. Usually, the shield was a lot more pointed. But the main thing is that instead of using the national color, so the black, red, and gold in this case, they only used the state colors. So you had black and white for Prussia. You had white and blue for Bavaria.
Okay, I'm going north. I'm going north around.
Black and red for Württemberg, and so on.
Right.
Which, but the
Wait,
practice
where
of
did you go?
putting these
I'm going north. North.
shield
North.
markers on the helmets actually originates from late in World War One, where specifically the
Fucking
German
science fiction
Guard
tanks.
regiment would paint the coat of arms of the House of Hohenzollern on the side of their helmet
Okay.
to differentiate themselves and pretty much showcase their special
Yeah. Status. Yeah. Whatever.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you really get a hold of World War I artifacts, you see how actually colorful the war it was, because so many of the photos are all black and white.
Yeah, just imagine the Napoleonic times, man.
Oh God, yeah. But what I'm sort of thinking is the very colorful camouflage patterns the Germans put on their helmets and things like that, and the French tank were camouflaged very colorfully, and everything just all of our photos are black and white, so it's just a very different world to the perceptions that we have.
Yeah. Then one final thing I find somewhat interesting is actually the cover, which shows not all but most of the coats of arms of the German federal state.
Right.
But of those, there is some more interesting depictions than because they're not the actual coat of arms they used.
Good job.
Especially the coat of arms of Prussia that is used on the cover of the book is completely different to the one that was actually used during the Weimar Republic era, because the coat of arms for Prussia they use is not this kind of weird pseudo-realistic one that was adopted under the Weimar Republic, but actually looks like the royal coat of arms without crown, scepter, and sword. In fact, it even has the coat of arms of the House of Hohenzollern on its chest.
There's an AA gun around that building, guys. Be careful.
Yes, I know.
Okay, just making sure. Oh, got another one out in the field.
I don't know, running.
He's behind the hangar.
I'm
yeah.
going to charge straight across here.
You got critically hit. There's another BTR.
There are two vehicles, Dino.
Yeah.
Be careful.
Yeah, watch out. There's two vehicles out in your front. There's a damaged. So okay, there's one vehicle out in the front. There's because I killed one of them. Okay, the other's a BTR shooting at me. I missed. Hit the dirt.
All right.
I
I
hit him.
damaged him, but he's still.
He's dead. He's dead.
Right,
He's dead.
He's
dead.
down.
Friendly. That's Toy Jet.
It's me.
They're
Yes.
behind us. Careful.
Okay.
The Super Toy Jet brothers.
Well, we got Toy Jet over there and watching the flank.
I'm moving because we've been outflanked by a heavy tank. Which I will now attempt to outflank in turn.
But yeah, I have a whole bunch of interesting books from my family.
This is a shit
yeah.
position, guys.
Yeah, I know. We pushed up too far, but notice our allies are pushing their spawn, which is too far forward. Oh, I'm sure I'd at least love to look through them. I don't know that I could read much of the books, but
Yeah,
sure
you
the
probably
photos.
could, especially if they're also, of course, all printed in Faktura.
Oh God,
old,
yes. I know
so
what
the
kind.
old German.
Yeah, yes, I know exactly what you're talking
yeah,
The
about.
Gothic thing, or?
I can read,
Yes,
I can read
Gothic-ish.
it, but-
Yes.
Oh God, dear Lord.
Yes, so things like the long S and all that fun stuff.
Yeah. Well, I'm sort of used to with the old English double S's being F. But yeah, it's.
I can read it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can also read it, but
The handwriting is hard, but the printed
right.
ones
I can actually write better in Current than I can read it.
Okay, we got a YAG truck out there. Okay, somebody hit it. I hit it.
Yeah, me.
Okay, I'm machine gunning it. Another round into it. Critical hit. Reloading machine gun. Missed.
That fucking thing is so ridiculous.
Okay. Hit the gun. Took out the gunner. He can't shoot at the moment. Okay, somebody got him.
Finally.
Yeah. Do you know
Yeah, I used a high explosive round.
That makes sense.
But yeah, I have pretty much two different book series here. The first one is the most interesting out of the two. So also less, well, it's academically more interesting, less interesting overall to read and look at. And that is the history of the war, which is especially interesting
go towards Bravo.
because the first two volumes were published in 1916.
Okay. Okay, so history of World War One. Right.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. I wasn't when you said the war. I wasn't sure which one.
Yeah,
But yeah.
they're all World War One.
Okay.
But yeah, the first one is incredibly interesting because the first two volumes were published during the war, and written, of course, during the war. And so it's also somewhat interesting with the foreword of the third volume, which was published shortly after the war. The author actually goes into pretty much is talking about like suppositions and so on made during the war, and now having to like revise some conclusions and so on.
Right. Well, also, you have. I've read Montgomery, book, his book that he wrote, and which includes history of warfare, which he, it's a survey of warfare all the way back through, but it includes a lot about World War II. But he does not mention at all in his book the Ultra secret, which he, of course, knew. And so you get, that was yet to be declassified. So you get, I'm sure, with your book written in 1916, there's a lot of classified information that they wouldn't put in a published work. That kind of stuff. So it's an interesting look at a time period as well, not just that it's history, but it's what they were saying then about what was going on.
Yes. Then you have the other series. Now those books are a lot nicer looking, though sadly the spine is quite damaged with quite a few of them, and I would really need to find someone to fix it. But those are quite nice looking with like dark brown with a bit of like blue and like gold lettering and so on.
Mm-hmm.
Two of those are very interesting, not necessarily because of what is written in them, but the pictures, because those are entirely picture books. Filled one, and like they are thick books. One is entirely filled with German photographs. Now each of them has like a small description what it shows.
Right.
And the other is from the Archives of the Entente, which is also the title of the book.
Yeah.
So those are incredibly interesting if you want to look at pictures from the First World War. And
I
they're
have
from every single front.
I have packed because everything's packed away because I'm in the middle of moving. But I have packed away something that I bought at auction 20 years ago, and well, some things it's 100+ photos.
I go to let's see.
I don't mean like things printed in a book. I mean like photos from World War One, all from that time period, not reprints, not that it's an interesting collection of
There's
photos
a flak truck.
that I got at a gun auction that somebody had meticulously over the years put together this, just buying any photo, any original period photo they could get of World War One. So there are definitely themes within that 100 photos, but it's just an eclectic original collection of stuff not published as well. It's.
Can you kill the flak truck?
I can try.
Still nothing coming out of this spawn that I can see.
Just give me. All right, got him.
Thanks.
Yeah,
I
and then the
sadly
third
have no
one
no
is
explosive.
actually the more like the history of the war, but it told in a bit more dramatized, patriotic fashion, I suppose you could say. It's called The Years of Steel.
Oh boy. Okay. What a title.
And it starts with it has two forwards. The one is that Fritz, what is an English word for Widmung?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, your English is probably better than his, Dino.
All right. Yeah, but it could be that he knows
He
his
could know it.
history
He
well.
could know something. Yes, I know.
It's at this. It's when you have dedication. The
Dedication.
book-
Yes.
Yes. Wait a second. I can.
Around here, Lum is, I think, our best interpreter from German to English, but he's not here at the moment.
Oh, it's gonna be from me, lads.
Okay.
It is dedicated. The book is dedicated to Field Marshal and Reichspräsident Hindenburg.
Yes.
And
Eric, you want to rejoin?
And it also has a foreword by Hindenburg, including a not real but like printed signature of his.
Right.
I can actually try to translate.
Eric, I sent you an invite if you want to join us.
Oh, you were asking me? Apologies,
Yes.
I did not know.
Yeah,
sure, I can join. What BR?
Same BR.
Same
Three.
BR? All right.
Yeah.
Ready.
We're having fun.
The events which this book showcases were described by a single person, but the spirit of the writer followed the spirits of the masses who shaped these events. 13 million Germans wore the surcoat.
Yeah, surcoat would be a.
Yeah, surcoat.
Yeah, would
6
be a.
million bled.
Okay.
Almost 2 million never returned. Those who returned home are scattered over the German nation, and each works on his part. Once, they were subsumed by a single idea, one will, one fate, one name from these times of steel. Shines brighter than all the others. He was hope. He was. I'm not sure what that word means, but something similar to hope. In the spirits of the millions, the living and the dead, this book is dedicated to Hindenburg.
Yeah, just you reading that, and even if you take out the militaristic parts of it, that is, in my interpretation, something so very German, ethnically German thought, that sort of spirit together, working together. That's just not something that's not something that an Anglo-Saxon writer would write, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
We diverged culturally from that, like Fritz often uses brotherhood, but that sort of tight shared community. Let's see here, Sherman.
Yeah.
Okay, tracked you.
Yeah, it's two Shermans.
Yeah, that
right
was
beside each
pretty
other.
much the one that was dedicated to Hindenburg. These were possibly, I'd say it's likely they were actually written by him, or at least dictated by him,
Right,
by Field Marshal Hindenburg.
right,
The dedication of this book that depicts the events of the World War in their connectivity, and fills these depictions with the feelings of the brave German frontline fighter. I take in true memory to my comrades, the living and the dead, thankfully on. May the spirits which in the years of steel of the Great War, every German, those on the field and those at home, ensouled, the spirit of
Yeah, I'm done as well.
sacrificial fatherland love and together and unity together,
Man, I
may
cannot
it
penetrate that
return to
fucker.
our German people. Hindenburg, General Field Marshal and President of the Empire. Or right,
Yeah,
I suppose. Well,
I left the game. I'm not really feeling it.
okay, Eric. No
I
problem.
immediately I got shot from spawn and just insta died, so that wasn't fun.
yeah, that sucks.
It was an M10.
Oh dear.
This is not our best match. That is for sure.
Well, I haven't died yet, and I got 2 kills. All the while I was reading from a book. So make of that what you will.
Mm-hmm.
I need repairs.
Ah,
And
damn
I'm
it.
dead.
I missed.
SPJ
But yeah, that's
FM43.
pretty much the
Oh my god.
start of that book. It also has very nice illustrations. It doesn't have any photographs, only drawings, but those drawings are very, very nice and rather dynamic, actually.
Right.
There's the small Finnish boom artillery thing.
Ah,
The recoilless guy.
great.
I'm still very much
Come on.
thinking on
Ah,
what World War One took from us. How World War One catastrophically damages the West. Germany, both the Central Powers and the Entente, Russia, all that, because communism comes out of that. How all that damages the Western world, if you will, however you want to label that world. It is the most damaging thing that has happened. I would put, well, since the fall of the Roman Empire, I would dare to say.
Just imagine how many kids those boys would have produced.
Well, you got that, and that I don't want to diminish that, but it's again my what I'm calling cogs and formulas. People after that, I mean, it starts before, but that war is the big catalyst for it. The people are treated like replaceable cogs, and we now fight over formulas. Capitalism, communism, democracy, autocracy, or authoritarianism, or it's we're fighting over formulas, not over qualities of leadership or other issues. So, and that's just been so damaging to us.
Well, I'm gonna skedaddle, guys. Take care.
Okay, Eric. Thanks for hanging out.
No worries. Bye bye.
See you.
Great, I missed it.
And it's also World War One that breeds the anti-war movement as well.
Yeah.
In the idea that if we just stopped, war would go away. You know and you know it's to a point, shall we say, the arrogance of Western society that Asia, Africa, some other part of the world, whatever, wouldn't just, oh, you mean you've all disarmed? Well, we'll come and take over. You know, it's just that sort of arrogancy that pacifism will just end violence kind of thing. It's not.
Yeah. Except that only works when literally every single one also
agrees. Yes.
Agrees. Like, it's a great idea,
exactly.
but it is utterly, but it just doesn't work. Which is
you could readily have for like a Swiss, a non-aggressive militarism. You know, preach that. You know, start no wars.
That's pretty much my opinion. That's pretty much my opinion. I call myself a pacifist a la Clausewitz. So pretty much all based on the Roman.
If you want peace, want peace, prepare for war.
Parabellum.
Exactly.
I believe just because you are peaceful doesn't mean that everyone else is, and so you should that, and so that means that you don't start fights, but
I think that is a valid belief system, or whatever however you want to label that. I disagree, because I do believe that there are causes in the world that you can aggressively, like communism, or oh, hey, there's a bunch of cannibals over there. We're not going to let them continue to be cannibals. We're going to go to war and stop them from being cannibals. You know, that doesn't mean that it doesn't. Aggressiveness doesn't necessarily mean, oh, we've got to go take over the world and make it ours. It's just there are reasons to decide to start a war.
Yes, I do believe that there are certain causes. I'm probably a lot more conservative to what those causes are. Not conservative in the political sense, but just conservative in the.
I understand.
Sense.
Yes,
but I'm a lot more conservative than you.
Right.
What causes are worth fighting?
Going to war. Yeah, going to war. Yes.
But I do believe there are some causes, for example, that I do believe are worth like militarily fighting for. There are some causes that I believe are also justify things like armed revolution or something.
Right. And I get you. It's just me, the pacifist. I've come to see pacifism as evil, not just well-meaning misguidedness, but truly evil, because it doesn't defend yourself, the weak. It's like, oh, hey, my wife is being raped. Well, I'm a pacifist. I won't punch the guy who's raping my wife. In a nation state sense, if you will. So I believe that is evil.
I also believe that it's that pacifism, in a certain sense, also can foster a kind of a kind of cynical dependence on others. For example, something when it was talking about like the German army and the fact that the Bundeswehr is a joke. That was quite a few years ago, by the way. It said we don't need an army because we are surrounded by friends. Which, however, then gives you this kind of cynical feeling that, say, for example, that, first of all, this kind of weird thing that, yes, you are maybe friends with a lot of, like, French people, but nations don't really have friends. Nations
how many people out there are now questioning in Europe, and I was talking to Beamslam, who's Danish, well, hey, everyone's our friend, and now, America wants to take Greenland from us. How quickly one election can change potential things. Not that U.S. is really going to go to war over Greenland, but you know what I mean. It's not. It doesn't take that much to.
And it's not even just that. It's just like this kind of. There's also this kind of cynical arrogance about, yes, we don't need an army because we're surrounded by friends. But there's also this kind of feeling, we don't need an army because our friends have armies. So there's this kind of thinking that, well, if the World War III or something starts, we can just have the Poles defend us from like the Russians. And I'm like,
Fucking hell.
yes, and how happy do you think the Poles will be to die for Germany, while we are
Right.
sitting on our thumbs cheering them on
Right.
from the sidelines?
Right. And Japan is seeing a remilitarization, but I really see that they don't see it as an aggressive, like wanting to conquer, their neighbors anymore, but it's a defensive remilitarization. So
Yeah.
they're
They
definitely,
they have a neighbor that regularly shoots rockets over their soil.
right, exactly. And they're seeing that, yes, the U.S. is here, but the U.S. may or may not, depending on who's president and what's going on, protect them so that they're, and I think because some of the reports, their neighbors, countries like Korea, Taiwan, who, have negative legacies with Japan.
Guys, am I alone?
Yes, you're alone. I'm pushing
You're
towards
alone,
A.
I died.
I'm pushing towards
I'm out
A.
of the game, sadly.
And but they're not fearing Japanese rearmament because societally it doesn't look to be wanting to occupy nations. So they're not fearing Japan as becoming another Japanese empire. They're seeing it as a relatively positive, good force. So, but that's a good thing because the U.S. can't continue what we've been doing since World War II. We can't afford it. It's.
I cannot buy all that. I don't buy that he really wants to change America. I don't know.
What, Trump?
Yeah. I mean, no one in his right mind. I mean, I wish I would love to do it. I would love that he would abandon Europe and he would get rid of NATO. I would love that, but I
Okay,
don't
that
think he
that
will,
is not
because
his.
the
That
US
is
abandoning Europe will never happen.
okay.
It's,
Okay, that is not his goal. That is not his goal, as far as I can tell. I mean, obviously, I don't know him. I don't talk to him or anything like that. Fritz, ready up when you're ready. What his goal is he is a carrot and a stick kind of negotiator. Something good and something bad. So he wants Europe, and it goes back to, and I was talking about this yesterday, when Trump was speaking in front of the UN. I'm going to go on the South. Was speaking in front of the UN and talking that Europe should not, buy Russian natural gas and shouldn't do the Nord Stream pipeline. And they literally cut away to the German delegation to the UN, laughing at him. And look at what happens. Russia then later invades Europe, or well, Ukraine, and pushing towards Europe. And so now and so Trump was right. And so Trump is pissed at these people personally, I think, because they laughed at him, but also he's pissed because he knows they need to contribute to the defense. And how do you get them to contribute to the defense? They won't if they think America will just continue to defend them. So he has to make that threat, and he has to make it somewhat credible that he may actually do it, pull out of NATO, to get them to actually really work to properly rearm in Europe. And so that's his goal. That's my interpretation of his goal. But I do believe that if they don't, the threat is real. If they don't rearm, he might just pull out. But it won't be entirely up to him because he has to get senatorial approval to get out of that treaty. So whatever Trump wants to do, he still has to get the Senate to approve. Which, like you say, I don't know that the Senate will approve that.
Careful. There's several tanks
Yeah,
around the corner. Dino, to your left.
We knocked
Nice.
each other out.
Okay, but there was two, I think. cannot see that.
No, I don't think the American Empire is over, but I think we are drawing in from our outer fringes. Places like Afghanistan, Syria. We're not going to continue with a significant presence in those kind of places.
And also, Trump is showing the middle finger to all those fuckers. It's like he's pulling his troops out of Central Europe and just giving them to Viktor Orban in Hungary.
Mm-hmm.
And
At last,
Poland
Transylvania
and so on
shall be ours again.
Yes.
What?
He's Hungary and Transylvania, but no, because I've definitely noticed a very continued strong, and I know it's probably not forever because it's probably the feelings I would have gotten in the 50s or the 60s in the Western Europe, but the former Warsaw Pact countries are continuing to be very pro-American. Poland, Hungary, this new possible president, they canceled the elections, but he's maybe allowed to run in the next elections of Romania, he stated that, well, my foreign policy is just going to be Trump's foreign policy. So if he gets elected in Romania, so, whatever Trump says, so that they're very much looking at,
Oh my God, I'm getting shot. From where?
well, I'm putting artillery right on Fritz's old position.
Yeah. From B.
Yes, you have to watch that. They can snipe up at you if you get too close to the edge. So yeah, former Warsaw Pact countries are, and I would even say to a point the AfD, former Warsaw Pact area of Germany, is being more pro-American in defense policy kind of things.
Well, they are pro-reason.
Yeah, exactly.
They are not anti-America. They are not anti-Russia. They are pro-reason.
Yeah, and it's as I would say, no, I'm not saying the AfD is like some sort of American puppet party or something like that, but they're not.
Well, in the end, they all are. But...
Yeah, but we've shifted from one style of America to a different style American. Most of the Western Europeans are pro-Biden America, not Trump America, if you will. And so they haven't gotten the memo that there's a new agenda in town, and it's probably going to last, meaning 12 years or more. Is like I've watched American politics. I get things wrong, but I see trends, and I think it'll last 12 years. And after 12 years, it will depend on, well, what's going on in the world, obviously, but also...
I guess Vance will be the follow-up, right?
That's currently, I see, most likely, currently. It could change. Trump was asked, do you see Vance as your successor? And he said no, but the guy's doing great. I don't think Trump wants to, crown anybody as his successor now. Once he's, in his last year of his presidency and they're starting to figure out who's coming next, he very well may, support this guy. That very likely can be, but it's too early. But Vance is very, very likely to be the next American president. He's a former U.S. Marine, so you can sort of get a little bit, from that species of animal what they're like, and also
there's a KV-2 out there. Oh fuck! Yeah, of course.
Okay, hello, Sherman. Dead Sherman. And so you're,
there's an American, or no, there's a British Stuk here.
Careful, there's an M4A2 approaching. The point.
If only an Ostwind left.
No, let's get a good shot at. Oh, it was a bad shot at him. Oh, he's turning around for me. Good. Good hit. Took out a couple of his. Put it through, and not enough.
Yeah.
But it's going to be interesting to watch.
Of course, better than that. Better than a movie.
Yes, takes a long time to watch it, but it's interesting. Okay, guys, this is going to be my last match. I've got to get ready to do things a bit later, so just let you know if you.
Get him, Dino. Good job.
And all that while still having a bomb under my carriage.
There's a plane behind. No, not behind you.
Oh, hello. Hello, Sark. Oh, damn. Well, gotcha. The other guy got me.
They're already spawn camping down there.
Yeah, they're spawn camping. They're pushing up.
I missed the guy.
Hello. Hit. He dropped his bombs. I think he's going down. Another hit. Craft destroyed.
He decides to rather commit seppuku than face me in aerial combat.
I shot him down.
All that.
Yes.
He was so terrified of me that he would rather be destroyed by you.
Yes.
Reminds me of a small somewhat funny story is that my mother was actually while she was at
Plane behind you, Dino.
Yep, I see him, but he has overtaken me or not. He rammed me. But I'm still in the sky, despite him destroying my rudder. But yeah, my mother, while she was at university, was actually not really friends with, but acquaintances with, like, a great grandnephew of the Red Baron.
Ah.
Nice. Von Richthofen.